today?
Well, you got my main man, John Arezzi, that's got a gala celebration here. You got a convention here that's one of a kind. You know, when John does something, he does it with class, brother. I'm sitting here next to Ivan Koloff. This is a living legend in his own time. And next to him is Jimmy Valiant, two-time world champion for the WWF. Yeah, that's the man I handled before. Then I got another man that's got a small brain. His name is Nikolai Volkoff. He's a nice fella, but he's not dealing with a full deck. Now, John Arezzi, I want to tell all the people out there, if you haven't come here to the convention at the Ramada Inn, you're losing out, brother, because this is without a doubt the greatest celebration in the nation today. I'm Captain Lou, woo, baby, and I'm talking to you. Captain Lou Albano for the world of wrestling, Super Mario, Wise Guys, Body Slam, Complex World. I've done so much, I feel so good, so proud. I don't know what I've done, but I feel good. Woo, I'm Captain Lou. John Arezzi, get back in and bring me a soda and a double hot dog. Whoa, I feel good. All right.
There you have it.
You got all these guys.
No, not break the hammer.
Yes, you will.
Like that, man. Put it down.
Hi, wrestling friend. This is Fred the Elephant Ball, and I am here at the weekend of Champions 3, and one of the best places to be if you're a wrestling fan. Remember to hear John Ice Wrestling Show, and I hope to see you at the Howard Stone Show.
A little bit about what you're doing now.
Well, we're trying to bring wrestling back the way it used to be. You know, a lot of the fans are wanting to see wrestling the way it used to be, and hopefully Smoky Mountain Wrestling can bring it back. And we appreciate John for asking us up here. And I know Jim Cornette wanted to be here today, but couldn't be here because of other circumstances. But we're happy to be here, and thanks, John. And hopefully Smoky Mountain Wrestling will grow and get up in this area. Good deal.
How many nights a week are you running now?
Right now we're about 3 or 4 nights a week. Hopefully we want to get to about six nights a week. Yeah, in the near future. So have to wait and see. We're growing.
Terrific. What's your most memorable moment in your career?
When I beat Hawk, the Road Warrior, in 1984, national TV in Atlanta. It was probably the biggest thrill for me.
Do you like working in a smaller promotion and sort of calling your own shots?
I like working in the smaller organizations because we at Smoky Mountain Wrestling are giving wrestlers a chance to excel themselves and work on a level that they're capable of working on. I've worked other promotions, and all the promotions are kind of, you know, I was either too small or too quick or too, you know, so there's always something wrong, you know. But nobody would ever give me the opportunity, and it's not only me, it's a lot of other guys out there. So hopefully Smoky Mountain Wrestling, that's what we want to give the guys the opportunity who can perform and let them perform. So,
thank you, Tim.
Appreciate it. Thanks, John.
This is your second year here.
Yes, it is.
Here.
Absolutely.
And do you enjoy meeting the fans? Do you get a chance to interact
Oh,
with the
yeah.
fans?
We talk to everybody, tell them, you know, everything that they want to know about. They ask me all kinds of questions. I tell them, answer them as honestly as I can, except for age, weight, and measurements. But other than that, yeah, try to give it the best shot.
So what are you doing currently?
Currently, I'm working in the islands, the Caymans, Jamaica, the Orient, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Sri Lanka, Borneo, Jakarta.
You working with Kevin?
Yes.
That's great.
Absolutely. Here. John, this one's for you, babe. Let's get going on this, huh?
My most memorable moment of my career was watching a tape of John Arezzi wrestle in the old Philadelphia arena. It was a magnificent specimen. I mean, John was in a tag match. It tore the place down. You know, it was like when Bo Jackson went down his knee. We never know how great Bo would have been. We never knew how many home runs Bo would have hit. We never knew how many touchdowns Bo would have scored. It's the same thing with John. We don't know how many championship belts John would have achieved. We don't know if John would have unified the NWA and the WWF. It is our loss. It was a sad moment in sports.
Bo knows, but John's on.
There is no Boston loser team. We have 16 banners hanging in the Boston Garden, okay? I don't think there's any banners hanging in Madison Square Garden, are there? Oh yeah, what, 1970? They had to have Willis Reed do it. Guy had to come off his deathbed. The Rangers? They haven't won in 50 years, the Rangers. Rangers. Like, you know how to skate. Do you know the only thing you know about ice is ice cubes. Okay? What else do you know?
Ice teacher.
iced tea. I don't drink iced tea.
What do you drink?
Iced coffee.
5 years now.
Really?
Yeah. My most memorable moment? I don't know, probably just working with some of the guys down in Texas, down in the GWF, like Eddie Gilbert and, you know, different people like that.
You're wrestling over in Japan, you prefer wrestling in the U.S.
I like both different styles. They both have their, you know, positives.
Is it tough to make that adjustment?
I don't find it tough, because I mix them both anyhow.
Who's the biggest influence so far in your style?
Terry Funk. I do all the high flying stuff, but Terry Funk's my biggest influence as far as just the psychology part.
Now, where did you get that Mo haircut? Like, is that like a Mo Howard haircut? Huh?
It's normal. What's up with that cap there?
Did Justin Liger give you that haircut? Huh? You go tell Justin Liger that Tasmaniac is going to take those goofy horns of his and shove them in his ears, all right? And then that one in the middle is going to go into his mouth.
It's mouth, not mouth.
Mouth, whatever. Talk funny, so what? So what? What you going to do about it? Nothing. All right, now can we make a bet? We got a camera going here. I'm going to make a bet right now with you. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, okay, that the Celtics will still be better than the Knicks next year. Let's record this. This is August 29, 1992. In the 92-93 season, Celtics end up ahead of the Knicks. Bet?
Okay, fine, bet.
Jeffrey Mangles is going to lose his soul.
Oh, wait, and another bet here. The Tasmaniac will go down to Jushin Liger.
Get out of town.
It's a loser. It's a loser.
But you are a loser.
No, I'm not.
I may manage one.
He's the perfect one.
Easy for you to say. Easy for you to say.
Why are you going to Japan?
Huh? Jeffrey's an honorary member of the Brotherhood. Am I right, Jeffrey? He's my Port Jefferson chapter. Him and Andrew Goldberger over there. The Port Jefferson chapter of the Brotherhood.
Tell me, how many victories has Taz needed with this team?
I don't know, as many as I could get him. Hey, every little bit helps. See this here? Free all axe murderers. That's why Jeffrey's out of jail right now. We had a big thing getting Jeffrey out of jail. How many little kids did you kill already in your life?
One.
Tell them how old you are. 42 years old. A midget.
Yeah, with the people, I think it's kind of like where they have that fanfare in Nashville, Tennessee, with all the country music singers when they get to meet all their fans and everything. And this is a good chance I get to have really good to sit and talk to people and find out what they think about the business and the state of the business that it's in. You know, the way that wrestling has changed and getting the camaraderie with a lot of the people I haven't seen in a long time too. I've got a lot of friends here, but I enjoy things like this and hope to be able to do a lot more of them.
What direction would you like to see the business take?
Upward. No, really. I mean, it's we can come up with all kind of answers.
More realistic,
more realistic and everything. But to be very honest with you, the old regime has got to go, and the new younger regime's got to come in before wrestling's going to change now. And take that for every what you want to say, you know. But you know what I'm talking about, and you know who the older regime is. So that's what I'm looking forward to when that day comes.
Good. Well, who's been your biggest influence in your career?
Oh my gosh, there's been too many. There's been so many. I've learned from every man and person, either in wrestling office-wise, booking-wise, or even a guy that you wouldn't think probably a first match wrestler. I've learned something from, you know, all my life in the ring and out of the ring. So there's been everybody that I've either been in contact with in the sport or in the ring has had some kind of influence on me.
Is Cactus still your toughest opponent, would you say? Or
Cactus, maybe not the toughest, but undoubtedly the craziest and the man that go to any limits to do whatever he has to in the ring to win a match. I've never seen a man give his body to the business way he has, and in thinking about that, the only thing I hate to say about Cactus bad is, and I really have nothing bad to say about him at all, is that I'm afraid that he may only have like 3 or 4 more good years of wrestling left in him, because you cannot take that kind of abuse to your body without it taking its toll after a while. I mean, right now it's not bothering him. You know, he can hit on his back and his hip and so forth, and it's not bothering him a little bit the next morning. But when arthritis and bursitis and all that sets in a few years from now, he's going to be hurting.
Any plans on having you come up north? either again for some more independent stuff? Or?
Well, my future right now, there's a lot of people got their own opinions, this, that, and the other. I'm happy right now. I'm back home in Tennessee. That's where I was born and raised. That's where I was raised on wrestling, and I'm dating a girl that I went to school with there. I really like being back home around my friends, and being the USWA champion and beating Jerry Lawler was the biggest goal I ever had, and becoming the king of wrestling, the king of Memphis. So right now I'm happy at home, and if WCW makes an offer, well, we'll see what happens, and if some works out with Vince, we'll see what happens there too. But right now I'm happy though.
What do you think about the reemergence of the smaller territories like Jim Cornette is attempting to do? Do you think that has...
Well, Jim Cornette and reemergence, the only way that smaller territories are going to work is if they work together with other places, and I've already put my hand out, I know Jerry Lawler has, towards like Smoky Mountain. I think they could use us to help. I think it would be good to have the Smoky Mountain champion against the USWA champion and so forth, but the only thing that bothers me is that I don't really see Smoky Mountain asking or receiving or wanting any help at all. I'd love to see the smaller territories come back, but it's going to take a lot for it to happen, you know.
Do you like having to travel less and staying more in a central base?
Exactly. I'm at home. I love it. I'm at home. I get to be around my grandparents. They're older now, and they're in their 80s, and I want to be around them their last, later years of their life and everything. And I'm just 31, so I got plenty of time to go in the business. So I'm just really happy where I'm at.
I know everyone has been pushing you, and pushing your name out as Booker, trying to get you to book. Is that a position that you would want at the expense of your wrestling, or do you always think you'll always be in the ring no matter what?
No, tomorrow I'd quit wrestling in the ring, totally take a booking job. I've done everything that I've ever wanted to do in the ring. My body, it's talking about Cactus Jack. I'm at where Cactus will be, and that's how I know. I heard every morning when I get up, and I want to, booking is my forte. That's what I want to do, and it's just, it's just a matter of time. That's the reason why I don't get upset when one of our Dusty Rhodes is picked or somebody else is picked over me as a booker somewhere, because I know sooner or later, process of elimination, there's just a few of us left, and I know sooner or later I'll have the job. Until then, I'll wrestle. But when that day comes, it'll be real easy for me to give up wrestling.
Have you answer this one question and I'll let you go. Have you ever been, or are you now, a female?
No.
There's been a rumor about this. People said you had a sex change. I'm not one to start these, but we heard you squat to pee, so.
Something like this, as far as being able to meet the fans on this close a level.
Are you kidding me? I've been doing all my life. This is my one, maybe one of the nicest places to be, because John Arezzi is a very good fellow, and I know John for a long time. Matter of fact, I know John when he was just a little kid. He was president of Freddie Blassie fan club. And at that time, Freddie Blassie was my manager. That's when I met John. Yeah.
Are you enjoying wrestling in the independent circuit, or do you like the traveling and the schedule? Is that exciting to you, or do you like being your own boss and being able to take the independent dates?
Well, always like to be my own boss, because that's what a professional wrestler, we are all self-independent, self-employed. All right. So you always have your own way to say what you want to do, what you don't want to do. What I'm doing now, I love it, because I have lots of time with my family, and I wrestle maybe 2-3 times a week. That's more than enough.
Do you prefer wrestling as a single? I know you had a lot of success also as a tag team champion.
Well, I like to wrestle single. I don't like to wrestle tag team. It's just on the tag team, most of the time, you have another guy with you, and it looks like you are married to him. You see him every day, you get tired of it. You're a little bit changed in your life.
I know now in your career you've become a fan favorite. How has that changed your outlook on the sport and towards the fans? I mean, is it a big difference for you?
No, it's not, but you can say, for the first time, I escaped from Russia 20 years ago, and when the Russia fall apart, I was very happy, because the reason I escaped for it, because there was, I didn't like politics, didn't like the communism, and I love the United States, and I'm an American citizen. My wife is American, my kids, they are born here, they're all Americans, and I'm just glad to be here.
Thank you.
Welcome. Do svidanja, tovariši.
I appreciate them. These are the fans that made us so-called wrestling stars, so it's nice to see them and sign their autographs and take a picture with them.
Now, what were you expecting before this weekend? I know this was sort of a big weekend for you with seeing Larry.
Well, what was I expecting?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, to be perfectly honest with you, because I was told that Zbyszko was going to be here, and I was asked if he would shake my hand, would I shake his hand as well? And I said, yeah. I said, it's been 12 years, and I don't hold no grudges, so I just waiting to see what Larry would do, and he stuck his hand out, and I shook it.
Have you had a time to really sit down and talk?
No, not at all.
Unfortunately.
No, I haven't talked to him at all.
Okay. Now I heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's true. Is there a film in the future for you? Did I hear this?
There's a Robert De Niro production company in New York. Tribeca or something like. And they've contacted me for a part in this TV special, I guess, that they're doing. And they came to see me yesterday, and they said that they would very much like me to do it, so I'm going to do it. It's not really a big role or anything like that, but to me, I thought it would be fun, especially when I heard Robert De Niro's production, because I have a lot of respect for him as an actor. So yeah, I'm going to be shooting it in September.
That's true.
September, which we're almost there, right?
Right, absolutely. Bruno, thank you.
Wait, let me tell you.
No.
Wait, in Japan, that's going down. There's no helmet, there's no boot.
Right. But with me, he always wins.
Oh, yeah,
Because of the helmet.
Liger's going to kick his ass.
Lick his ass? What? Don't be talking dirty like that. I know them jobs are a little weird, you know, but what do they call that? Rimming? Who? We're going to take the thunder out of Jushin very shortly. And then you tell that lightning kid over there, we're going to do the same thing to him. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. What? The dojos of Tasmania he's been trained at. Baruch Marabe trained him. He's eating monkey eyes as we speak right now. Upstairs in room 214, I got a bucket of monkey eyes. Boiled.